Hello friends, today's topic is parking lot drama. Let's rant.
I am like still shaking and I'm so confused with what I just saw, and I swear I thought I was about to be like carjacked. So I am at the gym. Well, I'm in the parking lot of the gym and I'm sitting in my car because I'm trying to put my hair up before I go in, and I notice, just because like there's no one, the parking lot is full but there's no one in the parking lot. I'm at the Lifetime in Biltmore in Phoenix, and this one guy I notice is walking down the aisle. He passes behind my car. It looks like he's coming from the gym just to his car, and then I don't pay attention more than that, just because anyways, and then I, like a minute or two later, I'm still sitting in my car just trying to fix my hair. And all of a sudden, I see that guy come back around, and there's a sidewalk between me and another aisle of cars. And I see that guy come back around on the sidewalk almost in front of me, but a few cars down. And then he's got his phone out and he's trying to like take a photo of this car's license plate, and all of a sudden it's a minivan too. The van just pulls out like crazy fast. Like I've never seen a van be able to move that quickly and peel out that quickly, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I'm like, and then the guy starts chasing after the car, and then they're out of sight at that point. And I'm like, did that car like ding someone's car next to it and maybe didn't leave a note, like what? But he was, and so I'm just so confused. But then I'm like, well, but then the timing, because that guy was walking to his car like 2 minutes ago. How was he not at his car yet? I don't know. So then I'm just sitting in my car looking around confused, and then all of the sudden, maybe like a minute or two later, this man from across the parking lot comes sprinting like as fast as they can. They look, a little disheveled. They're running for their lives, and they have an armful of clothes, and they are heading straight for my car. And as far as I can tell, I am the only one in this parking lot in my car, and he is heading straight towards my car, and he is running as fast as he can. And literally I'm like, what is happening? And something bad was happening. Like this guy was like running from someone. And then I see the original guy who is taking photos of the license plate and walked around the apartment chasing him. And so they're still coming directly towards my car, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what is about to happen? I like hit the lock button on my car, and literally for a second, I thought he was like going to try to get in my car or get me out of the car. I don't know, just because it happened so fast, and it's a big parking lot, and he happened to be headed like straight on towards my car, and because I'm the only one there, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's clearly trying to get away. And so that was just like my thought, because this happened in a matter of a few seconds. That's where my mind went. Anyways, he runs through past my passenger side door, and so I'm like, okay, what just happened? And then the other guy who was chasing him runs past as well, and then I'm just like, what just happened? I'm like, it was just weird. And then all of a sudden I see a woman now running behind them, so she's clearly chasing this first guy as well. And then I see another guy who's like kind of like not running as fast, but you can tell he's like a part of it, also coming through. And then at that point, I'm just like still so confused what happened. I don't know where the guy that everyone was chasing went. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, do I need to help them? And then I look around and I'm like, no, this is not, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, you know. And then, yeah, so then I was just so shaky that I'm like, do I call 911? But then I'm like, and say what? People were chasing people in a parking lot and I don't know what's happening. And then at that point, I just like felt really like uncomfortable. I'm still shaky because, you know, when you're kind of like in a situation where things are happening fast and your mind thinks you're about to be like carjacked or something, because you also never know in this day and age who has a gun. And just the way he was like sprinting for his life towards what seemed like straight towards me, I was like, so I'm like shaking and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable getting out of this car at this point because I just don't know what's going on. But I'm pretty sure he was out of the parking lot at this point. And there was enough people after him that I'm like, yeah, if that guy had a weapon, he probably would have used it or threatened it by now. But I just didn't feel comfortable getting out of my car, but then also going into the gym and leaving my car in this parking lot, just not knowing what's going on. So I drove all the way to the Biltmore Lifetime. That happened. And then I ended up just like immediately like leaving and driving over to another Lifetime because I just felt so like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, fight or flight. I am flight. So if anyone knows what was going on in the Lifetime Biltmore, in the Biltmore Fashion Park parking lot Tuesday at around 1 p.m., I'd love to know.
Crazy story, right? What do you think about this video? Comment down below and thank you for watching.